Hello, everybody. It is Monday night, and it's time for some Dungeons and Dragons. Hopefully, everybody's doing all right. So,
No.
no, I didn't think so. So, as Brittany just asked, what's everybody gonna do for Halloween this year? We're still a couple months out. It's only August, but never too early.
I'm probably
So
gonna be working.
I don't know
yeah,
that we're doing anything for Halloween, but we're gonna do Halloween Horror Nights before we go to Disney.
I'm actually super stoked for that. I think it'll be a lot of
what
fun.
did what did they do with the Universal Halloween Horror Nights?
What do they do?
Yeah, like what
Are you
is it?
asking
Just
what they
like a
do or
trick
what
or
do they?
treat thing?
No, it's
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
it's like full on just haunted houses everywhere, like scare zones. Like the entire park is just transformed into Halloween. Like everything is there to scare you. There's a
So it's like
couple
a
of
giant
shows,
haunted house.
yeah, but they're always like themed. So like this year we're getting a Fallout, like a Fallout one based on the Fallout
oh, that's
TV
right.
show.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
there's
actually
one for
pretty dope.
thriller. There's one for thriller, Five Nights at Freddy's,
I was gonna say Five
Jason
Nights at Freddy's.
universe. Yeah. And then there's always some originals. So like this year's theme is like haunted conservatory. So there's one like about a haunted Spanish artist, very, very Lovecraftian. Then there's some like ones that are based off of a haunted house they did last year called Slaughter Cinema 2. It was like different, supposed to be different like B movies. So like now they're making a full length like Demon Bounty Hunter twins. I don't remember their name. It's like Hacksaw and something like that. And then there's a scare zone called something like Crazy Cat Lady or something like that, where she turns kids into cats.
Not gonna lie, that actually sounds really cool.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty excited. I feel like the hot houses this year are going to be a lot more excited. There's also a WWE based one of some like WWE group that's kind of horror based.
hmm
So I'm
How to
looking
make
forward to it.
WWE horror?
Is it just the ghost of Hulk Hogan saying the N word?
That would be a really interesting twist. It's supposed to be based off of some group called the Wyatt Six. Like it's like some family that their theming looks very They Hills Have Eyes. But
Yeah, I like the Wyatt
all I
Six
know
group.
about it.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, it's actually pretty sweet.
So we're doing that September 6th. So that's kind of early before Halloween, but we're doing that right before Disney.
Okay,
Nice.
so basically, theirs is more adult oriented.
Yeah. Yeah, way more adult oriented. Like they basically do not recommend, like they're like, be very careful about bringing kids here.
That'd be a lot of fun to do. Obviously, I need to wait for my kids to get older.
Yeah.
What are you going to the Halloween party at Disney?
We are not. We're literally going to Disney every day. We won't have energy for that.
Fair enough.
Got 5 park days already.
Gosh, you guys are gonna be exhausted.
No, it's
I mean, it's
especially because we're
not
doing Halloween night before, but
it's not that bad when you're just two adults like running to the parks. If you know how to plan things, the whole go early in the morning, take a break around noon, head back in the afternoon. It's not that bad. It's only suicidal if you go like rope drop to like close.
Yeah, that is true. I
I
think
don't know
that's
what it.
I got no desire to go to Disney.
I don't know what it is about the heat in the South that just saps the life out of you like a vampire, but
it's like
I don't know. I
honestly,
think Rodney Carrington said it best.
honestly, every time we go down south and we and that humid air just hits, I always feel like Patrick from SpongeBob, where he's like going through Sandy's like treehouse dome or whatever, and he goes, what kind of place is this?" And he's like coughing and sputtering and dying. That's me.
I can see that.
I take damage every time I walk out.
Oh, the South is not that bad.
I love the South personally.
I can't stand the heat. Makes me too angry.
It's
You're
not the
always
heat, it's the
angry.
humidity that gets you down here.
Well, not always.
Is that why you're so angry the last time that we played?
Because it was hot, maybe.
Yeah, yeah, because you like straight up fucking came.
No, that's
after
because you were
me.
straight fucking her up.
I
I need you to
I'm
roll
gonna be
this.
honest, I was just way too into it, and I was getting really stressed out. So again, that I did not mean to take it out that bad on you. So
I need you to roll. Fucking what?
I get really
think it's
serious
actually-
and I get way too into it. Okay.
I've never heard you swear quite that aggressively before.
I
I
totally
was-
came in at the wrong moment last session.
Yeah, because like you came in right as she had that dagger to my throat.
Yeah. Whoops.
Wait, whoa,
Sorry,
what
guys.
the fuck did I miss?
Because I didn't have a Snickers bar. I'm not me when I'm hungry. That's all.
Yeah, that
Oh,
makes
so you was
sense.
angry.
See, the issue with the South is they don't have a designated third of the year that's just for being depressed and drinking. And I feel like that would throw off my equilibrium.
Sure, it's called Valentine's Day.
Well. Oh, speaking of candy, I don't know if we ever discussed this, but candy bars. What is everyone's most favorite? What is everyone's least favorite?
So for me, I kind of have a top tier list, right? Reese's, Snickers, Twix are probably my top three. Reese's vein side up, fuck you guys. Or Snickers vein side up. Unlike Ross, I've watched him eat a Snickers. It's not a pretty sight. A lot of in and out. It's kind of fucking weird.
Ugh.
Funny thing is, I know for a fact that's a full-faced lie. Like, you know, you could have said another kind of candy that has a vein, and I'd have been like, yeah, that's a possibility. You saw me eat it upside down and in and out. But Snickers? No, I know that's a fucking lie because I don't like Snickers.
That's valid.
You know, I don't know what you
I've
saw.
had-
But the only
I've had
phallic-shaped
two Snickers in my life.
the only
Yeah, I didn't like
phallic-shaped objects I've seen Ross eat were eaten in one bite. He like dislocated his jaw like an anaconda.
I know that's a full-faced lie because I don't eat phallic-shaped things around people that'll make stupid comments.
Well,
And you're at the top of that fucking list. Y'all
You
came
do,
out
Ross.
swinging, didn't know I was prepared for this mental conversation today.
Can't we all just get along?
This is
I
getting
guess
along.
not.
Oh, no.
I was gonna say favorite candy. Again, I kind of agree with you. Probably like a tie between like Snickers, Twix, Kit Kat.
I'll be right back. Emergency.
Or a good almond bar or the almond joy. Almond
Yeah.
bar.
See, almond joy is like bottom tier for me.
What?
Almond
that's-
love. I love almond
that's
joy.
absolutely horrible.
Why is that
Absolutely
such?
terrible?
Why is it such a hot take? Why? I don't get it.
It's not a hot take, Anna. Everybody else is just
Almond
wrong.
Joy is in my top three.
Oh,
Almond
see,
Joy's
there.
fucking-
Almond,
There we go. Yeah,
Reese's.
please.
coconut,
Reese's peanut butter cup?
almonds, and
Bottom.
chocolate together.
You
Peanut
don't
butter,
even eat peanut butter. You can't claim that.
It's disgusting.
gonna say-
Exactly. So it's at bottom. It doesn't even count as a candy bar.
Yes, it does. It's
not a
freaking
candy
Yes, it
bar.
does. It is. It's candy. It has a fuck ton
Yeah.
of sugar in it. That's
He
why I don't
said
eat it anymore.
Candy bar though.
It is,
Whatever.
it is a material covered by chocolate, and that makes it a candy bar.
It's pure sugar. It's just straight up candy. Oh, I want to say the bottom of the tier for me. I hate. Oh my gosh, what are those? They're like chocolate ball things, and they're really hard and crunchy.
Milk duds.
I
Milk
can't stand milk
duds.
duds. I hate milk duds.
Oh,
They're
see,
disgusting.
milk
For me,
duds.
milk duds is
No,
one of my top
milk duds are
favorites.
chewy raisins. I think you're talking about Whoppers.
Oh, you know what? It is Whoppers.
Whoppers are
yeah.
fucking great too.
They taste like chalk.
You taste like fucking chalk. But
What does
nobody's
that
saying
even
anything.
mean?
Don't you worry about what it means.
How would you know what she tastes like?
Why would you know what my wife is?
There's so many questions right now, Garrett. Where's Emma?
I love how I love how he said it, and then instantly nobody making comment on that. I realized I made a mistake. Like, that was instantaneous. I realized what I had said.
It's all lies. Don't worry about it.
I would like to apologize.
All right,
I'd have
top,
to say
top
my
three for me.
favorite would be.
Oh, go ahead, John.
Yeah, I'd have to say my top three would number one Reese's peanut butter and jelly cups. Those are fucking great.
Ooh, I heard those are good.
They are.
I don't care for the strawberry jelly. I like the grape jelly one though.
Mm.
Next would have to
Well,
be whatchamacallit.
If you get the
and then
really, if you get the
the
ones
third-
that are in between the minis and the regular size Reese's that are peanut butter and jelly, the strawberry actually isn't too bad in that one. I don't know what it is. Probably just a different amount or whatever. They probably got a better
I'm
formula
sure
for it.
probably got a better mix ratio on it.
Yeah, but I agree on the strawberry on any other size than that middle size. Because I've had them in the big cup and in the regular size cup, and I agree with you. I'd rather have grape.
Yeah, it's too much peanut butter and not enough strawberry for me. Of course, I do have strawberry jelly in the truck that I can squirt on top of it.
You're just like,
Well,
I guess
there
the
you
gas
go. I
was
mean-
trapped.
All right.
That's like putting peanut butter on top of a Star Crunch. You just got to do it.
Top of a what?
Yep.
A Star Crunch.
What's
No
a
idea
Star
what
Crunch?
Star Crunch is.
It's got
Is it the
syrup,
chocolate
chocolate
bars?
and Rice Krispies in it.
Yeah. Those
Oh,
are pretty good.
Fucking great too. Very bottom of my list, Almond Joy. Ugh.
Oh, they're so
Yeah.
good though.
So good.
No, almond joys are.
No, chocolate, coconut, and almonds do not go together.
What
Oh,
about
yeah, they do.
mounds?
They're so
I
good.
guess you put pineapple on your pizza too.
I do actually.
I
It's so
do.
delicious.
So what?
Ugh.
Yeah.
Whoa, wait a minute. What's wrong with pineapple on pizza here? Especially
It
if it has
does not
jalapenos
go
on it.
on pizza.
Yeah,
Oh,
fuck
gosh.
it,
But
don't.
it's like
Discourse.
the
Discourse.
Even Hawaiians
sweetness.
don't put pineapple on pizza.
The sweetness just goes perfectly with the savory of everything else. It just works.
And you got to do ham. Pineapple and ham.
Mm.
Yes. That saltiness of the ham.
See, they call it a Hawaiian pizza, and even the Hawaiians don't do it. They call it an abomination.
Or hear me out. Hear me out. One year we had at my old job we had jalapenos and pineapple and pepperoni on a pizza, and that was pretty good.
Maybe
I don't know.
I
To
can
me,
see it work
pizza's
out.
not supposed to be sweet, unless you're doing a dessert pizza. Then you go all out.
Dessert pizza sounds pretty good.
Well, it's sweet and savory. Mostly savory, and every now and then you just get like that sweetness from the juices from the pineapple.
Mm-hmm.
That's where it's at.
All right. My top three, I know I'm going to have some people that are going to absolutely be like, what the hell? Almond Joy's up there. It's in the top three.
Hell
But
yeah.
also Paydays.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
And-
can get down with a payday.
And a York peppermint patty.
ooh, hell yeah, hell yeah.
So you
Only
like,
if the-
so
only-
you like
only
it
if
when
you're-
it burns and you
only if
like
pull-
nuts. Got it.
Only if you pull the York peppermint patty directly out of the freezer and eat it.
Fair enough.
I'll eat it either way. I mean, cold is fantastic, but that's a top tier one. By far, the worst candy bar is a Nestle Crunch.
Really?
Oh.
You
I
think
hate
that
the
Nestle
choc-
Crunch is the worst?
Yeah, I absolutely hate Nestle chocolate, except for on a
Oh.
Kit Kat. Except for on a Kit Kat, and also like it's just all milk chocolate, but then with crunchy bits that just makes me upset. I've never enjoyed a crunch in my life. I've always been like, I'd literally actually not rather eat nothing than have this if this was the only candy choice I could have.
Interesting.
So I'm about to upset the whole
My favorite. Well,
Look at this.
which side?
is my favorite candy, wild berry Skittles.
Dude,
Yeah,
you
but
eat
what-
the fuck out of those things.
Yeah, those are good.
Absolutely.
I
You're
tried
talking
them
about
yet, so I
chocolate
don't
bar.
know.
Well,
I
because
don't have
everybody's saying candy bars. I don't have a really favorite candy bar. I mean, guess Reese's and like this classic Hershey's, but I fuck up their wild berry Skittles.
Sour Patch
See, I
Kids
can
go
get
for it
down
though.
with classic. I can get down
If you're
with
talking about
classic
candy in
Hershey's,
general, I would
we
be
gotta go
all over
dark
some
chocolate.
gummies.
Candy in general, I want to say it's either Swedish Fish or Sour Patch Kids.
See, now my favorite.
Although those
candy
nerd
would have to be the
clusters
circus
and
peanuts.
nerd clusters, the blue
Ooh,
ones, those are pretty good.
Good in the
And
rough
then
for drinks.
the Trolley gummy worms, the berry ones. Oh,
Mm.
really fucking good.
What about your least
I'm
favorite?
probably
My least favorite, Twizzlers. I can't stand Twizzlers.
Really?
I hate licorice. Like even what is it, Jaeger? It tastes like licorice to me, and I can't stand it.
Yeah,
Well,
that's Jägermeister.
Yeah, can't stand it. I don't drink Jaeger. I've never been able to drink Jaeger because it tastes like licorice to me.
have you tried it with Red Bull?
I have, and that's not the only way I've actually drank it. But still, don't care for it.
all right, babe, you go.
Me?
We just need to
I'm
give
not
you
a
a
big
Jaeger
fan
bomb
of
or two,
Jaeger,
and you'll
but I can
change your
do it. I
mind.
can do a Jaeger bomb every once in a while.
See, I like Almond Joys, Snickers, probably Twix, and then other than Reese's, because they're disgusting,
Because you don't like peanut butter.
would probably
Right,
just
you'll
be like plain Hershey bar, unless it's like in a s'more.
What? You just don't like the plain chocolate?
No, I'm not gonna eat just plain like Hershey's chocolate.
Oh.
Hershey's chocolate,
I could just.
specifically Hershey's.
Oh, I could fuck up a Hershey bar.
No,
I could eat that all day long.
it's not even chocolate.
I
It
mean,
is chocolate. I have picked up from the Hershey factory
No,
in
no,
Hershey,
he's
Pennsylvania. It is indeed chocolate. I promise you.
no,
What's
it's not chocolate. It's milk chocolate.
with a bunch of other shit in it.
well, I mean, all
Me
food is
personally, I
poison,
prefer
so.
the dark chocolate. I prefer the dark chocolate myself.
Ooh, dark chocolate.
Dark chocolate's better.
Dark chocolate is leagues better than any other chocolate.
But if it was just candy, probably like a cashew dark chocolate turtle.
Ooh, you're right for that.
You know, I just looked at those inside the truck stop after my shower. I'm gonna have to go get some now. Thanks.
They're the best.
Although they do have my circus peanuts in there too, so
Ooh, circus peanuts.
I'm showing my age.
No,
really like
I used
circus
to
peanuts.
love circus peanuts. I can't eat them anymore.
I don't know. I feel like it's a texture thing for that at that point. For me.
It's not even the texture, it's just like there's so much fucking sugar, like it's so sweet.
It ain't nothing but pure sugar.
Right.
Oh, too bad Zach
It's
isn't
like
around.
hardened cotton candy.
See, cotton candy to me is like one of my least favorites too. I don't know why. Like I could very much go without eating any cotton candy in the rest of my life.
I feel like
if it's fresh and still warm, I really like it. But if it's just sold in a bag in a grocery store, I'm not touching it.
I feel like cotton candy is one of those things that's actually better. Like if it's like a small, like an artisanal guy like making it. Because I've found cotton candy being sold by like independent sellers. That's delicious. Like they make their own flavors. But like store-bought cotton candy just tastes like sugar, and it doesn't taste like anything else besides that. There's no
Yeah.
point in eating it.
Okay, so what's everybody's favorite dessert?
Ooh, pie.
Ice cream.
For me, I would have to say a fresh New Orleans beignet.
Okay.
Ooh.
I could get behind that one.
But
Cheesecake.
it's got to be fresh, and you got to get it from the cart on the side of Bourbon Street.
That works. Trying to think. Then
Deep fried Oreos and ice cream.
ooh, those are so good.
I haven't had deep fried Oreo in
Who
forever.
the hell come up with the idea? Hey, let's deep fry an Oreo.
They're
I don't know
delicious,
what those
Hey,
mean.
especially with vanilla ice cream.
hey, have y'all ever tried a deep fried Twinkie?
Oh
Okay,
no,
I'm
yes.
back.
No, but I do have a Twinkie maker.
Man, Zach, you have missed a conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
you
gonna have to
did,
watch
Zach.
back.
Yeah, I will. My daughter decided to throw up, which meant sheets
Oh.
change, blanket changes,
Yeah,
baby
Well-
getting showered.
Of course.
Yeah, whole 9 yards.
Nice.
It'd be like that.
Little advice to you, Anna, Nicholas. When you decide to have kids, however many towels in your house you have, you don't have enough. Also, pick up a few more pairs of sheets.
Yeah. Fair
Or you can
enough.
just
Good.
be like, or you can just be like me and just say not having kids.
I mean, that's yeah. Uh,
all right. So with that,
That way I get to be the favorite uncle.
with that,
Yeah.
we are 20 minutes in. Let's start
Cool.
this session tonight.
all right.
The last time that we all gathered in this wonderful place called Discord was 2 weeks ago, and it was a great time. There was a big boss, things were messy. Anna was hella fucking mad, trying to kill me. She threatened to kill me. She said she's killing me the next time she sees me. So still waiting on that. Still haven't seen her.
Hey.
That's
Still
this
alive.
weekend.
Yeah, this weekend.
Yeah, Sunday. She's gonna fucking murder me Sunday. So when you never hear back from the cult of the door, now we know why. This is the
I thought it
reason.
was Saturday.
Whatever day it is.
So,
It's all right.
you defeated the boss. Pretty much officially bringing the end with it, the prophetic arc. You were able to topple this cult who is fronting as a church, but we have yet to see any of the aftermath, the fallout of this. What's going to happen? The party doesn't know yet, but Raphael accepted the terms with his goddess and the 11 other precursors to become the new leader, the head of the Earth Ganassi within the Kin oligarchy. So it'll no longer be an oligarchy because he'll be the sole leader. And what's that gonna look like? That's to be seen. But the last scene that we saw, you're standing amongst blood, the smell of death up in the air. And a carrier bird comes in and drops off a letter to Raphael. And Raphael, you said that you open and you read the letter, correct?
Yeah, I think that's where we ended it.
All right. So this is what the letter says. And so this is in script of Aurelius von Villanicus, the emperor of the United Human Empire, and it has his personal seal on it. Raphael, you are hereby summoned to the imperial capital of Rolinena with all reasonable haste. Your presence is required in accordance with the binding terms of the Diverin Accord, sealed in the 4th year of your life and ratified by the Council of Scales. The Lady Seraphine Diverin has reached the proper age and station, and the House of Diverin now calls upon the rights granted to them under Imperial Contractum law. This is not a court formality, nor a social summons. It is a legal obligation of the Crown in a matter of inner-house stability. The ramifications of delay or refusal would be considerable. To expedite your travel, I have made contact with your late uncle's airship, the Veiled Wind. Her crew remains loyal with Captain Asher Gray at her helm. They should be at your present coordinates within the next day or two, and will bear you directly to Rolinena. You will be expected to report first to the Hall of Concord, where you will be received in private and briefed before the matter proceeds. You will report to the Hall of Concord within the Palace of Judgment on the 17th day of Frostbite. You will be escorted to private chambers and assigned a herald. Discretion is required, and your retinue should you travel with one, will be housed separately until the proceedings are complete. I trust that you will meet this summons with a composure and clarity befitting one of my sons. I offer no command of affection here, for this is not a matter of affection. This is a matter of legacy. You carry my blood, and with it, you carry my debt. You are not summoned as a wanderer, nor as a warrior, but as a son of the line, called to uphold an oath written before memory for purpose greater than self. There are many who serve the Empire in battle, fewer still who serve it in silence. You will do what must be done. Come swiftly, come wisely. By my word and seal, Emperor Aurelius von Valenicus.
So that sounds to me like Raphael has to go get married.
Yeah,
I
that's
was
what it
gonna-
sounds like to me. Raphael's finna get married.
And it's been ratified by the Council of Scales. You know exactly what that means.
Yeah. So, would he know his betrothed?
You do not. So you know of the Diverin family. You know that they are one of, if not the most powerful noble families within the UHE.
So he's probably met his betrothed at one of the events, but has no idea which of their daughters it is.
Correct.
Raphael's gonna sigh.
You would know that they do have some very pretty daughters, but you never really paid much attention to which one was which.
Okay, well, I mean, Raphael's like understands a part of his life is over. He's no longer a rake and a vagabond, leaving a trail of bastards in his wake. He now has to do the family duty and bear children for the house.
All the time.
But he understands what's being called, and he tells the party that they've all been officially invited to his wedding, and this is not and by invited he means you're going to my wedding, and an airship will be here soon to take us. There will be better food than any of you have ever tasted, and endless wine.
I'm down.
I was gonna say, Brittany is just going to shake her head and and just go, "That poor, poor woman."
Kind of feel bad for her.
You never know.
This
She might be
phone
worse
says,
than he
"Woman
is.
you consume."
Well, this is true. She could be way worse than he is. One can only.
I mean, she's a woman who spent her entire life growing up in the court. She is by far one of the most incredibly cunning, manipulative, and it will be very entertaining.
I can't wait for her to say snide things to Brady for no reason.
Oh,
She's gonna
can't
think
wait.
She's gonna think you're a former lover of Raphael, or you're hanging around, or something like that.
Oh, fuck.
Look, the big issue is going to be how many of you are human?
Whoop.
Not me.
Not me.
Aren't any of it? No, I was gonna say, I don't think any
I'm
of us are
humanoid.
Yes, too, buddy.
Look,
I'm
just
humanoid.
We're
Half
close
human.
enough. It's close enough, you know. Just minor racism here and there. That's just-
Minor racism. That's cute.
yeah, minor, yeah.
I
Raphael,
don't believe it's gonna be minor.
Well, I mean, if we've been hanging around Raphael this whole time, I think we should be okay.
Well, we don't know
We
that.
got used to it. Pretty slightly hopeful, but not really. She knows if this is well, if this is Raphael, she's very anxious to not to meet his other fucking family. They're probably just as insufferable.
So it's
Yeah, being wanted by his uncle.
it's about this
Yeah.
time that another carrier bird comes in and lands on Raphael's shoulder with another letter. Raphael, you notice that this letter, you realize that it's the Diver in House seal, but you're not super familiar with this specific one. You're not sure who this specific seal belongs to within the family. And
All right.
as you go to open out, this gentle, really nice fragrance comes off of it. It's definitely the perfume of a lady. And it makes you feel comfortable, like, you know, something that you've been longing for without realizing it.
Can you tell it's an expensive, nice perfume?
Yes.
Okay. I feel like he's an expert in women's perfume.
Oh.
Doesn't surprise me. The man whores.
So, and
knows.
as you start looking at it, it's a handwritten note, and it's in a beautiful, elegant script of a woman. This is Raphael. Word of the accord has reached me. I write not out of duty, but of intention. I have no illusions about the weight the summon places upon you. Though we have never met, I have long been aware of you, your victories abroad, your habits of vanishing into trouble, and your quiet refusal to sit still for a world too slow to keep pace. I confess, it's refreshing. Too many men in Rolinena think greatness comes from polished boots and softer spines. I will not pretend that the terms of our union are born from love. They are older than either of us and colder too. But I have never once imagined myself as a woman, content with palaces, pearls, and passive days. I would rather ride at the side of a man who bleeds with purpose than sit behind a man who rules from shadow. If you have no intention of honoring the accord, say so plainly. I am no simpering girl and no stranger to ambition denied. But if, by some alignment of duty and desire, you believe we might build something worthy of both our names, then I am prepared to meet you on your terms. I do not need the capital, the court, or the crown. I need only a reason to step forward. Wherever the path leads, from skyship deck to scorched battlefield, I will travel it, should you ask. Seraphine Davarin.
Quick question. Raphael knows about this accord. He's obviously probably been told it grown up that he's going to be married to a lady of this household.
No,
right?
Nope. This is the first time that you've ever heard of it.
First you've heard of it. Okay.
Yep, your family.
Am I aware of this style of accord?
You are aware of the style of accord. It's a typical medieval trying to bolster relationships and allyships.
So I wouldn't be like forced to relocate it. Basically, like we're married, we produce children. It's an alliance, basically.
Right. So like she's giving you a way out, saying, you know, like, we don't have to go back to Rolinena and do all of the fancy stuff. Like, as long as you're married to this girl, the contract, the pact is considered fulfilled.
Okay. So Raphael, he's always been, even though he's been a rake and a piece of shit, like he's always been duty bound to his family. And he did take responsibility for this land, but he's not going, like, he has no malice or ill will towards his family. And this not only forces an alliance between him and this very strong family of his homeland, which he can leverage to help rebuild this area. So he's all down with this. Like, he was raised knowing he would never marry for love, which is why he never cared for love. That lasted more than a night.
What a shocker.
He was getting his playboy style out.
No, I don't think we could have told it all.
Where is son of a bitch? All right, so at this point in time, the night is growing long. What are you guys doing? You're still within this church. Nobody. I don't think that at this point the group still doesn't know about Raphael rising to power. What are you guys doing?
I think he's still trying to figure that out, and he's not going to just start talking about it.
I'm trying to remember the map of that church. Was there anything in particular that may like catch Brady's eye after all of this, or did the boss that we fought, did he just like crumble into dust, or is his body still there, or
His
Brittany
body.
wants to loot his body.
Loot that body. It's still there.
There was also a door here that we couldn't get inside of, right?
that's what I thought. I thought like there was like a door
Yeah,
or
it was like
something
in the church.
to like the back
There was
end
a
of the
door.
church or anything.
It was like in the one of the back, like it was like off to the side or something like that. It was in a hallway that like we definitely weren't permitted to be in, but like I snuck into, but couldn't get into the door.
Yeah, so that door led to the sacrifice altar that they found going through the catacombs.
Oh, okay. Well, what was behind? Did we ever figure out what was behind that one door that they kept shut at all times? That was from quite a few sessions ago.
I think that's the door I'm talking about.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, maybe.
it led to a sacrifice shrine.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if that's the door you were referencing or not. Okay, never mind then.
Yeah. So I know you guys aren't officially meeting her right this second, but do you want to see what this chick looks like?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right, I'm gonna put it in DnD general.
She looks cunning.
It just looks like a court lady.
I mean, yeah, she's a woman of the court, which means she is fully aware how to manipulate, backstab, connive, position herself.
Absolutely.
She may end up killing Raphael. It's not surprising.
I was gonna say if she murders him, it wouldn't surprise me in the slightest, honestly.
No faith. No faith.
In court ladies, yeah. Zero faith.
Yeah, like the letter that Raphael got, like it definitely feels like, at least the writing feels about as genuine as you could be. Like, she grew up around just spineless noblemen who ruled from the shadows and made decisions from the shadows. So, anyways. So, you guys are leaving the church. What are you doing?
I was gonna say after, fighting that very large boss, I feel like Brittany is exhausted. She wants to get the hell out of this place. She's just gathering up her weapons, just kind of sheathing everything, and walking out.
I'll let you finish. Raphael is going to find the one guy, I can't remember the one commander. I believe he was a captain.
Yeah, the general.
Yeah, he was a general.
Yeah.
Raphael is going to. Do I know how long it is till the airship arrives?
It just said a day, maybe two, from the time the letter got to you.
Raphael is planning on going to meet with this general and kind of explain his conversation with the gods, what happened in the church, and how things are going to work going forward.
Okay, so
where he has to go off he has this wedding that's an obligation, and then he plans to return with his new bride and set right the wrongs that have been done.
Okay, so the rest of the party is gonna go to the tavern you've been staying at, buy new rooms, while Raphael goes and has this conversation.
Yes, I do believe it's time for a long rest.
All right, so everybody.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
just yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so everybody goes to their rooms while Raphael walks off to meet with the general. It's super late, but you see that the general is burning his midnight oil. So are you just gonna walk straight up to his office?
Is there any guards or anything?
No, just the lady at the front desk.
Well, I was going to tell the lady at the front desk that the general's expecting his summons, and to go ahead and inform the general of his arrival.
Okay.
Can I? The one guy you said his body was still there, right?
Yeah.
Can we have Raphael take his head and put it in like a sack?
Yeah, sure. I'll accept that.
Okay. He's just holding a burlap sack that's a little bit bloodied.
Wouldn't have thought there was anything left of him after he exploded.
Okay. Yeah, so after a couple minutes, the lady at the front desk, like, you hear like a buzz or something. The general will see you now. You walk into his office, and he has big bags under his eyes. You can tell that he's been up way longer than what he would like at that point. He's absolutely exhausted. He looks up from some papers that he was working on as you look up.
Raphael is gonna set the burlap sack on his desk.
He kind of just like starts a little bit and looks up, points at the burlap sack. Is this what I think it is? Is there a head in that?
Yes, your people are more intelligent than I gave you credit for.
Who does this head belong to? You know, you can't just go around killing people around here.
Well, I thought you wanted me to take care of this cult leader that was practicing sacrifices and all sorts of insane debauchery and destroying your people. Because if you wanted that done, well, his head's right in that bag.
You managed to kill the cult leader? How? We haven't even been able to track him down. How did you manage this?
Well, we killed enough of the people around him, and eventually he appeared. But that's not the main reason I'm here.
Well, I'll be damned. What's your purpose for coming in tonight, then?
He's going to start explaining his vision from the gods and what he was told.
So, let me get this straight.
Good luck.
You were there. You were battling 3 kobolds in a trench coat. That kobold that's been traveling with you guys, he was actually a bad guy in all of this. Okay. And then
Raphael's gonna bring up he had him pegged for being 3 kobolds in a trench coat from the moment he saw him.
Okay. And then you got to meet the 12 precursors. You were in their plane of existence.
He's going to remind him of the Valenicus family ties to the to Arena and the promise, and that his family is her champions and her will in this plane.
Right.
And that this is not a matter any of his family would make light of or make in jest or bad faith.
All right. So now you're the Irina wants you to be the new leader of the Earth Ganassi, the people that your family enslaved and we had to separate from. I was one of the leaders against that in that rebellion, right? And
Raphael's gonna do something he's not used to doing and be 100% serious, and say that he was given a task from his god to save these people and rise them up from the wrongs that have been done to them, and that there is nothing that will prevent him from making his god's will be done.
So what do we call you going forward? King, Emperor, Tyrant?
Probably all of those and in that order.
He'll just say Lord for now. We'll work on the rest of it later. He's going to would I know how long it would take to get to the capital, have this ceremony, and get back?
Give me 1 second, all right?
Okay.
All right. Sorry about that. I'm back.
Yeah, would Raphael know how long it would take to get to the capital, have a wedding ceremony befitting his status, and return?
You figure that. Well, actually, here. Let me pull up my map and see what kind of distances we got here. Where did my distances go? I don't know where my travel times went. Shit. So I believe we determined what you could go about 400 miles a day in an airship.
Yeah.
So you are you're about a little over 2 days away by airship. So you figure that by the time you get home, you do the full celebrations, and if you were able to procure a airship back, it could probably take you in about a week and a half to 2 weeks.
Okay. Raphael is going to explain that he has been summoned for a wedding, and that it is not that's a political manner that has to be done, and it will help strengthen ties. It will tie a very powerful family in the United Human Empire to this land in a beneficial way, and that he has to go to this wedding, and it will take him about, he'll say 3 weeks, he'll round up, and he will hand him the rest of his money, and Raphael will say, use this to pay bards, singers, and anyone who's willing to tell the story of what happened in this town to prepare them for my return.
Okay. So he gets up and he buckles on his belt that has his sword on it. And he stands up tall next to you. He walks around his desk, stands up tall next to you, pulls his sword out, gets down on his hands and knees, and puts his sword at your feet with his hands on top of it while he's graveling. Raphael, Lord Raphael von Valenicus. You have my sword and my men's swords. From this day forth, I pledge my full loyalty and my men's loyalty to you and you alone.
Raphael is going to tell him, rise as my seneschal, and you will be my right hand in saving this realm.
He rises.
Yeah, Raphael's literally leaving 50,000 gold on his desk.
He stands up, kind of like bows his head towards you, shoots his sword. Any political matters that you would like me to take care of while you are gone, my lord?
He's going to say any the loyalists for the church that was smited will need to be put down. The ones who are not willing to reform, and that judgment is yours.
Aye, Lord. I'm going to turn in for the night as the hour is late. And I will start doing that first thing in the morning.
Okay. Yeah, that's what Raphael takes care of.
Alright. Anybody else have anything that they want to do as the night wanes on? Brady?
Oh, me?
Yeah, you.
Yes. So, hold on, my computer turned off. So, with that being said, there was that book, right? That we were talking about.
Yes.
Who had that?
Uh, Yeet does.
Okay. And with that book, did you ever tell us like what it was or what it does or anything else like that, or is it just like a book that it exudes this like aura to it or whatever?
Yeah, I believe it was fully translated and explained and what it does. You can read the book.
Okay, I wasn't sure if we had done that or not.
Yes.
So trying to I had it in my head, but to kind of make it a little bit more sense. But basically, Brittany has this journal that she has kept with her pretty much the entire time, like since her brother's passing. This was a journal that her and her brother would write to each other when they were younger, as a sort of because they were often separated from each other. Say Brittany went to go do something and Burla used to do something else. They would exchange this journal, kind of like writing notes to each other in a way. So she, ever since his passing, she's kept this on her since then, and kind of like a diary. She writes in it, kind of things of what's happened, kind of keeping a track record, I guess, in a sense. Um, but after this battle, she begins writing in it, and she comes to a realization that she's not up to the fullest potential she could be. Um, and but then there is this like just deep, unbridled rage beginning to form within her. Something that she's pushed down for so many years, but now after getting frustrated with not being able to hit anything, not being able to um again be up to her fullest potential. So she gets up and she kind of shuts this notebook in a hurry. She gets up and then she goes over to Yeet and she is going to ask him to see this journal um and read it. So I would assume that she kind of gets up, goes to Yeet's room wherever he's staying, and knocks on the door, waits patiently for him to answer. Um, and she just looks like very deep in thought. Um, and then she's just gonna grab the book from Yeet if he gives it to her willingly. Um, and then she's just gonna go back to her room and just read it, I guess.
So Yeet, are you going to give Brittany ancestral roots? Yeet, hello. Yeet, are you alive?
Oh,
Yeet, are you alive? You're muted.
Yeah, I just got back. Sorry, I'm going to the bathroom.
All right. Yeah. So Brittany's is asking you for ancestral roots. Are you gonna give it to her?
Yeah.
cool. Brittany is just gonna give Yeet a very curt nod, mutter some thanks. You know, maybe give him an awkward tap on the shoulder. You know, like one of those awkward fist bumps. She doesn't know how to do it. She's just like, yeah,
Good
nice,
game.
nice job. Something like that, exactly. And then very awkwardly go back to her room and begin reading this ancestral roots. Um, oh. Bring. Uh, sorry, looking at the thing.
Yeah, that's the thing that you asked about the other day that I said I had saved.
Oh, okay.
So that is, without giving any spoilers away to the rest of the party as we go through this symbol or this process, that is like the trademark saying, like the main uh, doctrine, if you will.
Mhm.
You already told us what this does. If you're worried about spelling too much,
Do what?
you're talking about ancestral root.
No, 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 no.
Oh, okay.
Something complete. That's we're headed there. Okay, so Brittany, as you sit down and you start reading through ancestral roots, what does this process look like for you?
See, and that's what I was going to ask you actually. So, as she's reading this, and obviously I read, the thing that you gave to me the other day. Um, like, what does this text look like? Like, what is it? Is it trying to think? Is it
So
like manifesting into what Brittany wants essentially, or is it just?
yeah, so like if you, it's a magical book that was written by the precursors. So if you look at the home brewery, the
Mhm.
page is in the title is in a different language, right? That translates to ancestral roots.
Mhm.
So when you open this book, every single word on the page is written in this language.
Mhm.
And as you start going through it and trying to read it and trying to comprehend everything, the words just magically shift and change in front of your eyes so you're able to comprehend it. Even though it's
Okay.
written in this different language, just like you're able to comprehend this new knowledge.
Okay. Um. So with this knowledge, I guess, um, I feel as though she's looking for guidance, for a direction, anything to kind of unshackle herself from her past. Um, as while she can quote unquote appreciate what skills it has given her, again, it's molded her into something that she doesn't necessarily want to be anymore. So, as she's reading this, it's kind of like fulfilling in a way where, how do I want to put it? Again, she's like almost manifesting what she wants into this book, and she's realizing it as she's reading it, whether it's by the book itself, whether it's just pure coincidence, anything really. But she's going to realize that more and more time is going to pass, um, to where she is going to kind of seclude herself for the next 24 hours from the rest of the party reading over this book.
Okay.
Um,
Sorry, go ahead.
oh, no, 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 you're good, you're good.
So as you get to a certain point in the book, um you have all of this knowledge for how this new class is supposed to work, but you don't feel any of the magic that comes with it because this magic has to be given to you by somebody.
Mm-hmm.
So what does this prayer or asking or otherwise, what does this look and sound like for you?
So, what she's going to do is she is going to take a page out of the journal that she treats it like a very precious thing. She doesn't, she keeps it very um clean and as unharmed as possible. Um, and there is a certain page within the book from many years ago when they were still kids. It is a small little letter that her brother wrote to her, basically just saying, you know, like it. I'm trying to think. Not in the sense of like, oh, have a good day, but you know, it's one of those things where like, hey, I love you, sis, you know, blah blah blah, like that type of thing. But it's very childlike and everything else like that. So she's gonna rip that out of the book, and as she takes a deep breath, she is going to kind of like hold it over a candle and kind of give it as an offering to Yagna, the goddess of revenge. So with that being said, she holds it over, and with a deep breath, she is going to say something along the lines of like, um, I give you my vow, Yagna, my blade to your will, my blood to your cause, and my wrath to those who have wronged me. No mercy for the wicked, no rest until it ends. And then I'm going to add that to this little thing. If, yeah. In the name of Yagna, I shall uphold my oath to bring
Justice.
my oath to bring, yes, justice to those who have wronged others. And with that, she's going to light this page aflame and send off a good memory of her brother to Yagna as an offering. Not to forget, but to bind this oath between her and Yagna to say that for him, for what I have lost, not just him, but for these memories of good and light, I'm going to uphold this oath and do swift justice on those who have wronged me. And that's that.
I love it. So it's Yana, by the way.
Oh, sorry.
It's all right. It's
For
that
some
was
reason, I thought there was a P in there.
so as you
That's the answer to your prayer.
yeah as you finish this up and you light this paper and cast it off as a symbol of your deep desire for revenge. The paper falls to the table and burns out, not leaving any ash behind. Your window opens and a cold whiff of strong air blows in, blowing out this candle in front of you. And as this wind comes and envelops you and hits you, you hear this faint woman voice speaking. Welcome, devout follower. Take this gift and get revenge for those who could not. And you feel this overwhelming power envelop you. This is your first time ever really connecting with the wire and feeling this magic power just like welling up inside of you. And as quick as the wind comes in, the wind shifts back out, leaving your window open, and the candle relights in front of you. And you gain 1 point of exhaustion as your new transformation is complete.
Yes. Nice.
So as we go through all of this, Brittany is obviously locked in her room, reading this book. As this day passes by, I have a feeling that Raphael is busy off dealing with his seneschal and helping him out where it needs to be helped, just doing final preparations to leave this place in a better place than what it currently is. That way, when he gets back, hopefully he could see the recovery process starting. He knows that it's not going to happen overnight. It's going to take a long time. Everybody else, the day just kind of mindlessly goes by. Unfortunately, with the current state of the kingdom, country to be determined of Kin, and the city of Cam, there's not much for shops around here. The day passes rather uneventful. And it's a nice relaxing considering for the months that everybody has gone through up to this point. The night comes. I imagine with this group, everybody goes to the tavern, is having drinks, and they're celebrating. Raphael, have you told the party yet about your new stand-in?
He's planning on telling them in the airship.
Okay. Yeah, so nobody here, nobody in the tavern knows that Raphael was the true prophet. But they still treat him as the prophet because the peoples feel like he is. Nobody truly knows that the cult has fallen at this point yet, except the party. But there's still an air of excitement, like something has changed. Something is different. You drink into the late hours of the night, Raphael doing his typical performing shenanigans. That night is rather uneventful. The next day, an airship comes in and lands. And the people are very excited talking about this airship. Airships aren't something that ever comes into the Kin. The party walks out, and you are very, very eagerly met by Captain Asher Gray from your travels with him previously.
Raphael is going to greet him in the proper greetings that are due for someone of his station, and ask how annoyed that his father was to having to send an airship out to this neck of the woods.
Well, he was rather annoyed. And he kind of did something else that is kind of uncharacteristic. And as he's saying this, another figure starts walking down the ship. He's wearing steel plate, has a long sword at his hip. Little scraggly beard, medium wavy hair. He's black. Bears a very large resemblance to Raphael. Raphael, you recognize this figure as your eldest brother, Maximus.
Well, Raphael is going to ignore everything that the pilot was saying and go give his brother a proper greeting, a hug. They probably haven't seen each other in years.
Yeah, it's been quite a while.
And he is going to, in true Raphael fashion, apologize for the company he's been keeping and their non-human nature, and say that he's grown fond of these beings, though they are lesser. And he's going to note that he's planning on finishing up the proper paperwork so that his retinue will be treated with the proper due respect before they arrive back at the capital.
How does Maximus react to this? All of this news.
Maximus is very happy to see his brother alive because he's always expected his brother would end up dead face down in some tavern in some backwoods area. And he is also happy that Raphael is doing the proper paperwork that's required and the proper things to make sure these people, even though Maximus doesn't necessarily see them as lesser, are properly treated in the United Human Empire.
All right.
And
So
he is
You're
going
saying he's a
to.
less douchey version of you.
He's also bigger and more handsome.
yes. So if you look in D&D general, you can see the crown
yeah.
prince
Well,
of
let's
the
move
United
here.
Human Empire, Maximus von Vlanicus.
So he's the next in line, the actual next in line.
Yes, he
Yeah,
is.
he's-
He is the crown prince. He's next to get the throne.
Okay. And you're what, 14?
15th.
7th. 15th? Yeah. No, I'm Raphael von Valanicus the 7th, but I'm like 15th in line.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's also
He's
like,
just walking around like he was the next in line.
he's also like, over a decade older than Raphael. Way over, like, there were some twins in the line, so it's not like 20 years older, but like, 13, 14 years older than Raphael. Raphael was in his young 20s, and this dude's in his like mid 30s,
Yeah, quite a bit.
Just
mid to late
Curious.
30s.
Just out of curiosity, does your dad know how to get off of your mother?
Apparently not.
Like,
Or at
father,
least a
like son.
protection spell or something? Jesus Christ.
They have so many
Then-
castles they need to fill with children.
Do they not know how to use like protection spells? Like there's got to be some kind of magical, conception.
They're Catholic. It's okay.
I was gonna say his father's freaky. That's all.
Father's got too much
Roman
time on his
Catholic,
hands,
good
apparently.
Lord.
Well, to be fair, Raphael, it is several years of travel, has left definitely more than 17 children.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, but that's different women.
But yeah,
No.
Maximus is
Valdez.
going to. How much would he have heard of the party?
Probably bits and pieces, but not a ton.
Okay. Maximus is going to properly greet everyone in the party, like with all due respect, and introduce himself and ask for their names.
He's so much
And-
more polite than Raphael.
Yes. And he's also going to particularly apologize to Brittany for having to put up with Raphael. And after he asks Brittany, he's like, "You're not carrying his bastard, are you? You're not one of those women, right?
Huh? Excuse me?
The last thing we need is him to bring another one of them to court. I just need to prepare my father if that's the case."
Raphael.
She just starts throwing up.
Yeah,
My,
her
what a
stomach's a
tangled
little.
weave we wave.
She doesn't even know how to react at that point. I think her brain just like actually shut off.
He just starts laughing maniacally.
Yeah.
He
What?
doesn't say it out loud. It's more
Lucian's
like
gonna
quietly
laugh.
to her as you guys are boarding the airship. Like after he introduces himself, he's gonna like quietly talk to her and ask her that.
But we all 100% know based on her reaction what he just asked. And that's why we're laughing right now. Because we called it.
There's something stupid.
I'll accept that.
I was gonna say, yeah, no, Brittany. After reading this book, her brain is fried, and just the cherry on top of Raphael asking her this question,
You mean
I feel
Maximus.
just short circuited her for like 5 seconds. at the very least. She is just in disbelief, and she goes, "What did you just say to me?"
He apologizes sincerely, and he's like, "I do sincerely apologize, my lady, but judging from your reaction, I'm guessing it's a no. I just needed to make sure that my brother wasn't bringing a one of his dalliances containing his bastard with him to his own wedding. It would be right up his alley, and father would have a damn heart attack. I just need to make sure that's not the case."
Does he say this loud enough for all of us to hear?
I mean, are you guys sitting there like right by the entrance to the airship, or are you guys actually going to like get your quarters?
Oh no, you
That's what
just
depends on.
I'm
I'm
Moose
listening.
Shoe standing around. He's got to see how this plays out.
This Kaz is definitely like, don't worry, he just leaves them now. He never sees them again. We have no idea how many are pregnant. And then he walks to his quarters.
I mean, Raphael is going and already like telling the captain of the ship to get his quarters prepared and what he expects and what type of wine he wants.
No, he just said this to Maximus. He doesn't care if you heard.
No, I know. That's what Raphael is doing, but Maximus is talking with Brittany, who has not given him an answer yet.
No, she definitely just kind of like looks at him and just shakes her head and says, "No, it very, very much no."
He just says, "Thank the goddess," and I apologize for any impropriety that may have occurred from me asking this, but I needed to make sure. You know my brother, you understand him,
Yes.
and why this would be a concern.
Yes, I understand. But
is
perish
as
the
soon
thoughts in your minds. That is not even on the horizon. It is not even a thought. So, all is
when are
well.
we-
You do fight like an old married couple. Just saying.
no, they fight like brother and sister.
He is
Yeah.
going to warn her. Like he's going to warn her that she during the ceremony and the festivities and whatever may happen next to be aware of how it will look for a man of Raphael's reputation to have a lady in his retinue, and that she should just prepare for stray looks and whispered things.
Fear not. Words do not hold much weight against me.
He's just gonna have some armor with stitching in it, leather armor with stitching in it. Says not with Raphael.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, not was stupid and has like a point, like an arrow.
With Raphael, who question mark?
Yeah, exactly.
Raphael is going to say to you when he meets, like, shakes Yeet's hand and, like, meets him, that, like, he's going to look him up and down and kind of insinuate that they should arm wrestle later.
Oh, Maximus.
Yeah, that he's never met your Goliath, right?
Yes,
That he's never met one of your kin and would love to test his strength against yours.
absolutely. On an off note, though, if you gave us a chance to like have some fun at the tavern the night before, I was definitely going to start a bar brawl tournament. Test your strength, like have the whole party bet like against me, for me, and then have everybody else bet against me, and like go that route with it. Try and make some money.
Yeah, I imagine Maximus.
So that's funny that you bring
Raphael
that
have
up.
Catching up to do.
I mean, I'll allow that. I'll say that. I mean, it's a poor fucking place, right? So you probably get like maybe 3 gold total out of the betting. Like the people are pretty bad off.
Well, no, like that's like something that me and Zalis would have done in the past to make money when we were down on our luck.
Yeah,
Is
no, and
kind
I
of-
think that would be fucking hilarious, and that's why I said you get like 3 gold pieces out of it.
That's right.
Like, that definitely happened. I love it. All right, so everybody boards the airship. New friends are acquainted now. Holy shit! I'm just now looking at some stats.
What?
Holy fuck me. Okay. Anyways.
You looked at Maximus?
Oh shit. Oh, okay.
Forgot what
Oh, boy.
spells I gave him. Oh yeah, he's a force to be reckoned with. I just looked at his spells again.
Holy shikes.
Can we see it?
Let's just say he's stronger than Yeet.
Oh.
Just know if he loses this arm wrestle or whatever he said, he's going to be a bad sport for sure because he's not used to not winning those. And he's going to ask for a rematch with some unadvantaged.
But yeah, Maximus and Raphael are going to catch up, and Raphael is going to, in true Raphael fashion, start talking about all the stuff that his songs were. And I'm sure Maximus has heard several of them come to the United Human Empire. And Raphael's going to go into too much detail about some of his dalliances, and his brother's going to roll his eyes. And then Raphael's actually going to tell him the real stuff, which is what happened, that he was summoned before the goddess herself, and that he was tasked with a duty, and that he's accepted this task because he's a Valanicus and that's what they do. And that he'll need his brother's help. To which his brother, of course, carrying, like, just being better than Raphael in every regard, says, of course, he'll help his brother, and he will talk with father and mother to make sure there's no, try and reduce any bad blood or any issues with the task that he's been given by the goddess.
Which makes sense.
And Raphael is going to work on the proper paperwork, and I don't know how much you're skipping from here to the capital, but he is going to, like, with, like, the blue wax of the Valanicus family, like, basically put a signet on everyone's, like, armor right on their chest with his family seal, and a letter with the same signet that they should probably carry while they're in the capital.
Okay.
Which basically means they're treated, like, as a Valanicus, not like, they're treated as a member of the Valanicus, like, court.
Okay.
With that same honor, regard, and that anyone who's seen dishonoring them, it would be like a dishonoring a member of the court.
Okay. So Asher Drake walks up to Raphael and Maximus at pretty early on in the trip, and he bows, "My lords." So we could go two ways. The one way is an extra half-day travel, or we could try to go over these mountains here. Now, the trick with going over these mountains is, they're pretty high up. Winds get some pretty bad sometimes. We might end up losing more than half a day. You never know. It depends on the weather. So what do you want to do? Do you want to go over, take the safe route, take the extra half day, be about 2.5 days travel, or do you want to try to go over these mountains and try to save that half day, maybe even make up more time?
Raphael's going to try and jump in, and then Maximus will raise his hand, and Raphael will shut up for once.
Ooh.
Something no one's ever seen.
Do any of us witness this?
Yeah, so like, I would say pretty much everybody witnesses this, because it's a really nice day out considering you're in the desert. It's like everybody's just like out enjoying this fresh air whipping over them as they're flying. Everybody sees this.
You just hear you go, huh.
And Maximus is going
to see that.
Is there a saving throw against our jaws dropping when he shuts up?
I was gonna say, pretty.
Damn, he does know how to shut up.
Brady is definitely
That's what
going
I'm
to
saying. Is there, should we be like rolling a saving throw here?
You just
Maximus
pulls out
is
a keg of mead and sets it on the deck and goes, it must be assigned to do it.
Maximus is going to ask, and he's going to be like, "Dear Captain, you know the task and the calling of which my father has given us. What way do you recommend to ensure that we arrive safely and quickly?"
The quick option would probably be to go over the mountains, because if we get lucky and there's a wind to our tail, we can actually even make up another half day. So we could only be there for, a day and a half. We're not gonna go down. We're just gonna lose a half day. Like I'm pretty sound in this ship. This last crash that we had, it's just like a fluke thing that happened. We were able to repair the ship. We made some major upgrades to it. She's fine now. Like we're not gonna crash. It'll still be safe even if we go over the mountains. It's just gonna, might take a little bit more time to get there. We're not sure.
Well, let's plan for the mountains then. If there's no danger in the ship going down, and we may even gain half a day, with the temperament of my father and his little Raphael off to get married, I would rather tell him that we tried to arrive with all due haste.
Over the mountains it is, and he goes back over.
Raphael's gonna be like, "Just what I was thinking, brother." I'll be right back. My dog needs out. He's just gonna scream at me if I don't.
So, Brittany, what'd you go with?
Brady is now a paladin.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
We're so full of paladins now.
Yep. Yeah, but she's like pure paladin.
Fair enough.
Full was
So
expecting her to go barbarian.
All
Not
I,
gonna lie.
all I heard is that we have another healer, and that's all I need to be.
yeah, it's yeah, Brady is now a Oath of Vengeance paladin.
Based.
Nice.
Like it.
Yep.
Based.
So if everybody who was there remembers way back at this time, actually it would have only been Zach, Ross, and Britty who were there. Way back, and Britty wasn't there at this point. In session 1, you met a Oath of Vengeance paladin. It was Mistness, the Emperor of the which fucking empire is that? The Ethosian Empire, right?
Oh yeah,
It's
that
something like that.
Yeah,
Ranandol.
something like
He's the
that.
one who tasked Ranandol, right?
Right. So in session 5 is when he tasked out Ranadol and the party to rise up against Axius. Mistness, his patron is Yana, which is the same patron that Britty chose.
Nice.
Hell yeah. Oh, I was gonna say with Britty becoming a paladin, so it's not all of a sudden at first. Obviously, like when she got she was exhausted when she like exited like the room and everything. She still looked the same, but within these next, I don't know, couple days, whatever, however long it's been, she's gonna get a little bit more color to her, and there's going to be she has a little bit more of a like drive, I guess. Whereas before, like she was just kind of there, emotionless and everything. She's going to get a little bit more
Humanized.
direction, I guess I could say.
She has a reason to live now.
Yes. Instead of just meandering around and kind of riding the waves, she's actually kind of taking control of who she wants to be and what she wants to do.
Full disclosure, you were talking about like praying and stuff. I'm like, oh god, she went warlock. We're all gonna be expecting her to pull out a dagger. She just cast fireball.
Fireball, no. But it would have been
This.
funny though. Would have been funny. Nope. Pure paladin.
I was gonna say, by the way, during the night on the airship, Raphael and his brother are both going to sit on the deck and play music together.
Oh gosh, what instrument does Maximus play?
The lyre. So the Greek harp.
Okay, so
Fun.
before that, I need somebody to roll a D100 for me.
Oh, not me.
Which one is that? The one on the very top?
Somebody with some good luck.
58.
58.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay.
I don't like the sound of that.
Oh, give me a second.
That sounds like a lot of damage now.
You never know.
That sounds like even more damage now.
Okay, so as the night comes, you reach the mountains, and the airship goes further and further up. These are some of the tallest mountains in all of Westria. And as you go up, the night gains a really big chill to it. And well, let's see. This is actually probably about midday that this is happening. The air gains a chill, and it's freezing at this point. And a big gust of wind comes up and hits the back of the ship, just sending it soaring even faster. And you see Asher Gray just get all kinds of excited. With that, you come back down on the other side of the mountains, and you start getting into thick, lush trees. There's just like forest as far as the eye could see for a while. Nighttime comes, everybody goes to sleep. The next day, as you wake up, what is just like forest as far as the eye could see slowly turns into fields as far as the eye could see. And as you come in, you see little villages dotted here and there. And then you see these massive walls in front of you. And as the ship soars over, you just see this beautiful, brawling city. It's probably the biggest city any of you have ever seen outside of Raphael and Maximus. You two recognize this as Rolinena. You're finally home. As you go over in the center, you see a huge coliseum. Right to the north side of it is a huge cathedral for Irina. And somehow dwarfing both of those things, raised up on some rocks, overlooking the entire city with its own wall and a moat going around it, you see the castle. If you want to turn your attention... Oh, you bitch. 1 second. Sorry, technical difficulties. Discord sucks sometimes. Alright. This one should work now. Nope. Let's try this again. Nope, that doesn't work either. Well, what the fuck? Why is this... I've never had this many issues with this before.
Of course, you're in session. That's why.
Yeah, right? No shit. Alright, well, so if you will turn your attention to Facebook. There we go. If you turn your attention to Facebook, you will see what the city of Rolinena looks like from the air.
Oh. And Raphael is, of course, pointing out things to the party as they're flying above.
Yes, this map took a
Those
lot
are the
of...
slave markets.
Yeah, don't worry about how much time this map took to make because it was way too much.
I was gonna say
Like,
it
those-
seems very
Very
Detailed.
detailed.
Yes.
It's like, yeah, those are the slave markets. That's the, those are the summer palaces.
So I'll give you a breakdown for what Raphael is saying. All right. So the map is just like a typical north, south, east, west. North is at the top, south at the bottom. All right. So starting on the south portion of the map, in the southeast corner, those are the King's Woods, or the Emperor's Woods. Nobody is allowed to hunt there, but the Valenicus family themselves and whoever they designate. On the southern portion, on the southwest, all the way to the central south, that is the city that is outside of Rolinena. They still consider themselves Rolinena. But they are mostly the poors. Those are slummy slums. The little blue building at the very bottom there is another church for Irina. So within the castle wall themselves, on the southeast portion of the castle, those are slums. The south central, those are going to be like your middle class type people. And on the southwest side of within the castle, the city walls, those are your upper middle class. On the direct east side of the castle walls, that is the main entrance into Rolinena itself. And as you come in, all of those buildings, they are different guilds and some of the higher end merchants. And you'll see this big tree with 7 buildings around it, right in the center of the map there, on this main walkway. That is where the magic happens for Rolinena, if you will. Those are your government buildings. Obviously, you see the church and the main church of Irina. That is the main cathedral in all of the United Human Empire. On the western side of the map, you have your bay. This is the main docks for all of your ships that are coming in. You have an entrance right there, and then those little black walls directly to the west of the arena. That is where all of your more minor market stuff is. So the people coming in through the port with these trade goods, that's where they trade. That's the main place that you're going to see non-humans in the sort trading. Slaves are known to go and shop there for their masters. And right outside of that, you will see some upper end merchants, a couple smithies, a couple breweries, taverns. That is the area for the main taverns within the city. Is directly on that port. Northeast corner, you got more slums. That field there in the very northeast corner is where the Azure Brotherhood trains. And then just to the west of that, that's all of your military barracks, more upper middle class. To the left of that, on the very north portion of the map, just north of the castle there, you have some more noblemen, and then you have the castle, and then to the west, and just northwest of the castle there, that's your high up within like the Council of the Scales, the dignitary stay, the such, and then that secondary port there on the northwest corner of the map is where all of the dignitaries and the most important people come in.
You looking over the side, getting the tour from Raphael. Just says, "Oh, I wonder what this Civil War would look like."
Valid.
So I take it we're gonna dock. Where do airships dock? Do they dock at the palace? Do they dock like at the docks?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they dock at the docks. So like they're still ships. So this one in particular, since it's carrying Vlan Velanicus blood, goes into that northwest port there, and it docks on the dock closest to the shipmaster.
Oh, so that's where and I imagine with the crown prince and then another prince, there's going to be quite the entourage.
Yes, yeah. As you show up, there's a bunch of the higher end, the most skilled of the Azure Brotherhood are waiting for you to walk you to the palace.
Is there a bunch of members of the court as well? I take it.
Not right here.
Or is it just like guards? Okay.
So as you get off the Azure Brotherhood, they meet you, and considering the status that the Azure Brotherhood holds, and that your dad is the leader, Maximus is the second in command, like this in itself is a pretty big meaning in itself. So you get off, you walk through the city, and when you get to the palace, that's when you're greeted by the noblemen that are in the city and some other people. But you notice who is missing is your father.
Not surprised. I do imagine on the way through the city, there's crowds of people cheering, right?
Yeah. As people see you coming, like you and your brother coming, they start bowing, and then they cheer as you pass.
I imagine there's plenty of random women who are like throwing those like handkerchiefs towards Raphael. Several of them weeping because Raphael's off the market now. He had a reputation.
Nobody knows that he's off the market at this point.
Okay, so they're just excited that he's back in town because he has a reputation.
Right.
Oh god.
And Maximus is just annoyed by the fanfare. He gets it's customary, he gets the point, but he's just annoyed.
Right. That's exactly
it. Raphael is just busy pointing out places where he's had dalliances with random women.
Of course he is.
But he gets more excited looking at this map. Are we going? What side are we going? To the south or north to get to the palace?
You walk through. I'll say you guys are trying to parade a little bit, so you walk through the south side, so you end up walking between the Colosseum and the church.
Raphael's very excited when we get near the Colosseum, and he's talking about many of his battles there, and I can't remember the two factions there. What they were? It was like greens and reds or something.
Yeah, it's the greens and reds. I
don't remember off the top of my head, but which faction Raphael belonged to. But he's just telling them all about his many duels fought there to the death. And, all about how great, how great the greens or reds are, whichever faction he belonged to. And, he, when they get near the arena, he, uses his, magic to amplify his voice, and he shouts glory to the greens. And I imagine a large part of the crowd cheers.
I'm sure.
Well, some boo.
He just makes a comment. He can't wait to try that out.
I was gonna say Brittany is going to seem very uncomfortable near the Coliseum. She doesn't seem like it, but she's very standoffish, more than usual. Pretty standoffish, and she kind of tries to distance herself between herself and the Coliseum, not really looking at it. She'll give a quick oh, very nice, oh, nice, and then just kind of looks away.
Imagine while you're looking uncomfortable, Raphael not being able to read a room to save his life is going to talk about the time he fought 12 orcs who were, caught trying to enter the city.
Yeah.
All at once, and butchered them in front of the cheering crowd.
You would have been part of the Reds.
Oh yeah, he says glory to the
loyalty.
Reds.
Yes.
Yeah, he says glory to the Reds, and the crowd cheers. And, he's fully intending on at least doing one fight in the arena before he goes back to the Kinoigarchy. Because tradition,
Right. Of course.
And I imagine the party's getting weird looks from all the people in the crowd because they're not human. I imagine Brittany's also getting weird looks because she's a not human woman traveling with Raphael.
Yeah, so it's a very weird welcome, and there's definitely some confused murmuring. They're not on used to seeing non-humans walk through Rolinena under their own free power, right? Because Rolinena is the main producer of grain within all of Westria. That's how they became such a financial powerhouse. So they have traders coming in from all over the world who are under their own free will, and there's dignitaries that come in all the time who are of other races. What is weird is, and it throws them off, is seeing the Von Volandicus family mark on all of them, and then that not be slaves. So as you walk up into the castle, Aurelius's steward is waiting there, and he looks at the group, kind of sniffs. Look at them. And then he looks at you, Raphael. He's like, Raphael, my boy, so happy that you are back in the wonderful land of the United Human Empire here in Rolinena. Your presence has been much missed. Your father insists that you come and see him right away. Then he looks at
I'm-
Maximus.
I
Maximus.
imagine
What?
I was gonna say, I imagine Maximus is standing closer to the rest of the party
Yeah.
as
He-
Raphael goes to embrace, and then when the dude, who is it that's talking?
It's
What's his name?
it's
Like the hand of the king.
yeah.
Okay. So I imagine when he
remember.
says, "Your presence has been greatly missed in the city," Maximus is going to say under his breath, "In the brothels."
So, and then he turns to Maximus. Your presence, however, has not been missed, and like his whole demeanor just like completely changes when he looks at Maximus, and like you feel like there's tension there. You are to return to your quarters. Your father doesn't want to see you. Not that anybody's
Oh.
surprised. The rest of you,
Maximus is
the king or the emperor, will see you in due process and welcome you to Rolinena. I will show you, or no, he said, this butler here will show you to where you shall be staying until meantime. You are here as part of Raphael's entourage. Do not embarrass him. You lesser beings have no place around here. And he turns around. Raphael, follow me.
well, Maximus, when he gets the hand of the king, tells him, Maximus is going to say, "Oh, father's throwing another one of his tantrums. I understand," and just like brushes past and goes straight to his quarter and like waves his personal guard.
I was gonna say when the king's hand says to not embarrass Raphael, Bertie just kind of mutters, "Oh, he does that enough already by himself."
You just kind of leads towards Pretty and go, I really can't wait for the Civil War.
Bertie is going to laugh just a little.
Holy shit, I love you guys. Never change.
Raphael is happy and chipper as can be.
Every time we've gone to like the head of the kingdom or a big, this wouldn't be a far off thing.
Raphael is going to tell the hand of the king and be like, "You must. I know. I know my father's disposition towards Maximus, but you must ease off of him. He will be king one day. Well, emperor one day.
God is willing it." And like he says God is willing it, but it's like you hear the disdain in his voice. You know, like he doesn't truly mean it.
And Raphael's going to be like, "See, even I've grown fondness to the lesser beings. Look how strong this one is. He could rip an ox in half." And he points to, Yeet, who towers above the rest of us and looks like a brick shit house.
The hand of the king just kind of
And he's
snorts.
almost human.
Almost only counts in horseshoes, hand grenades, nuclear warfare, and pregnancy.
It is quote nuclear
Really?
war.
Oh, we have nukes? That changes things significantly.
I cast nuclear arsenal.
Fireball.
No, so you say
It's
this.
fireballs over an abusive brother.
I cast mutually assured destruction.
So as you say this,
Roll a reflex save.
the hand of the king just goes, "As you say, my liege," and just leads the way to your father. Now, while this is going on, the rest of the party, you're shored to your quarters. Each one is separate. And considering that you are there as friends and part of Raphael's entourage, you go into this room, each room, expecting just like this, like a lush, well maintained place, right? But as you're walking, you go down several flights of stairs, and there's no artwork. The walls are kind of damp, and as you each are shown into your own individual rooms, you notice that there's no windows in them, and they are extremely bare. Like there's still a pretty nice bed in there. Like it's still like an upper end of a bed. There's an oak desk and a nice chair, and there's some candles placed around so you can, light your room up. But outside of that, there's not much there. It's just kind of like a damp, dark room. Definitely not what you expected for being guests of honors.
I'm
So
guessing
we're being treated
Raphael.
we're being treated like the redheaded stepchildren.
You're being
I'm
treated
guessing
like the second head.
Raphael's bedroom is like like has separate zip codes for each corner.
Yeah, pretty much. So Raphael,
Yes, basically
are,
a full palace of a bedroom.
right. Raphael, you're led to your dad.
Raphael's very excited to see his father again. It's been a while.
Yeah, so you're actually led to your dad's private quarters. He welcomes you from his private quarters. You have a really close relationship with him. The hand of the king knocks. My liege, Raphael has arrived. You hear from the other side. Let him in. He opens the door.
Raphael's going to come in and do the proper, bowing and say, Your Grace. And then rise.
Raphael, my boy. And he walks over and embraces him in a big hug. It's been far too long. How are you doing, my boy?
Raphael's like, it's been nearly a week since I've slayed anything. It's being out on the road, you just get that itch.
I can't say that I completely understand where you're coming from with that, but maybe one day.
Father, you must travel. The world is such an interesting place, and all it does is bring glory to our wonderful city and empire in its destitute and poverty-stricken nature. Do you believe that many of the places I stayed in didn't have hot and cold water? Some of them didn't even have water at all. It had to be gotten from a well across town.
How could you live in such conditions, my boy? I can't even imagine that.
It took true strength, Father.
I'm sure it did. So what is with this group and circle jerk madness that you're traveling around with?
Though they are far less than even the merest beggar on the streets of our fair city and empire, they have risen above their station, as inhuman as they are, some of them being nearly human. They are true friends of us and our people, and enemies of Axios. They should be treated with, obviously not the dignity due to someone with high standing in court, but with the proper dignity due to the station of an ally.
Interesting. I can't say that I've ever heard you talk so well of non-people before.
Well, the world teaches you plenty. Like, they're far worse than I imagined, but some of them rose above their station.
So what were you doing in the kin oligarchy? I thought we decided that we were just never going to deal with them and never go over there again.
Well, it's slightly complicated. We've been hampered and aided by the will of the gods in this journey to thwart Axius's plans, and through no fault, no will of my own, we ended up in that blasted land. And being the kind and gentle and humble and caring man I am, some would say the most humble, I could not let innocent, puts out figures, quotes, people suffer. Especially when the ones they were suffering from were in the hands of Axius, and any blow to Axius is a blow for the United Human Empire.
Well, my boy, now that you are back, I fully expect you to get married to Seraphine and stay here within the Empire, join my court once again.
And
And
he says,
stay
Father,
close to your mama and I.
Raphael does say, I do miss Mother, and I do intend to do my duty and take part in this marriage and produce Valenicus children. But there is not an issue, but we've received a blessing.
A blessing, you say?
In my fight against the vile servants of Axius, I was greeted with a blessing that's very rare among members of our family and held in the highest regard. I was swept away from this plane and brought to the plane of the goddess to speak with her and be given a task from her.
What are you trying to say? Spit it out.
She called for me to take the poor, downtrodden kin oligarchy and raise it above its station as its lord.
As his lord, you say. Raphael. First, roll me a persuasion check. Let's see if this fucker believes you or not.
Okay, I'm going to burn my inspiration on that. Oh, that's garbage. Oh, you said persuasion, not charisma, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Never mind. I fucked that up so bad. What was my last roll? I'll keep that roll, though. I rolled a 7, so that's plus 13, so 30-20.
30-20. Okay. Raphael, my boy. I know that you've never lied to me before, and that you are a devout follower of Irina in all of her glory. But how could she ask you, of all people, to be the new ruler of such low-life slaves like the Earth Ganassi? Now, you know that I've always wished that you were the next in line to take the United Human Empire, and not Maximus. You would be a far better ruler than what could ever be. He will ruin this nation, I'm sure of it. I'm just gonna have to make sure I outlive him. But why you with the Earth Ganassi?
Raphael's gonna say, "Father, you are far too hard on Maximus. He has shown his worth tenfold, and I pray one day you see that. But maybe it's part of what you say is true. Maybe I am destined to be such a great ruler, and the goddess saw that and forth gave not me, but the Valenicus family another people to rule, and eventually I may bring them into the fold, and they may be taught to be above just slave class like they were during the previous rule, but to be a true asset to the empire."
You talk much too well of the slave class. Your brother Maximus is nothing but a fool. He believes that all races are equal, and he's a fool for it. And you say I'm too hard, but he will bring ruin upon this family and upon this nation. With that, thank you for bringing this matter to my attention.
Raphael is going to say that the family is far too powerful, and that for one man to ruin it, no matter how misguided he is. And though Maximus is misguided in that one regard, he makes up for it in his many other talents.
We will find out, my boy, I'm sure. But you are dismissed for now. I have praying to do over this matter, and what the next steps of the United Human Empire are. As you are now the official leader, the official ruler, my boy, of a rival nation. Dismissed. And he sits down at his desk. He sits down at his desk and he's just like totally ignoring whatever you're saying next.
Oh, Raphael doesn't say anything to him. Is the hand still waiting outside?
Yeah.
Raphael is going to ask that his retinue be brought to his quarters.
Okay. Yeah. So
and be given quarters, like quarters near his. Like not, obviously in the royal wing, but like close enough that he can get to them quickly. So like at guest quarters nearby.
Yeah, so he just he bows his head, snaps his fingers, and tells another a servant to do all of those things on his behalf, and it's all done. Probably like maybe a half hour later or so. It's a pretty big fucking castle. It takes a while to traverse and find your way through. Is everybody willing to go see Raphael in his quarters?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
It's not like we're doing anything in the cramped quarters.
Yeah, we just got moved into slightly nicer prison, and so we probably want to talk to Raphael right now.
All right, yeah. So you're in due process. You're each shown your new rooms. These ones are on a higher story. You have a beautiful view over the entire city. There's paintings on the wall. You have a fully furnished bedroom now. And, like, you even have balconies that you could step outside of the room. And now you all headed to Raphael's room to meet with him.
I imagine it's been like an hour.
Yeah, probably.
Raphael's totally just wrapped in a towel, fresh out of the shower.
Of course, he's meeting us in a towel.
Of course.
With like,
how many handmaidens are laying naked in the bed?
No, he's getting married. There's
when
only
has that
one.
Stopped him before.
There's only one.
There's only one.
And she's just asleep in the bed when you guys get there. He has like several other servants, like one with like, I imagine the bath for this room is like, would be like the size of like normal quarters. And like he had musicians there. He had like a full like meal for himself prepared. He had like a servant with like attending to his every need in the bath if he wanted more grapes, more wine. I imagine it's ridiculously ostentatious. Is that correct, Garrett?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Like
So
as you go
he's
in,
been living it up while we've been stuck in the dungeon.
there's servants steaming his clothes. Like he has some people who are there just for background noise and talking at like a far table.
He, he's got an analog white sound or white.
Yeah,
what's it called?
it's ridiculous.
White noise machine.
Yes, and it's great. Garrett, I know we made a bunch of lore for this place. Are we sticking with basically all of it?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, okay. So like, there's literally hot and cold running water in the palace. It's
Wow,
great.
fancy.
Yeah, yeah. Just wait till you hear how that water's made
Oh gosh.
Wizard.
through cruelty.
Of course it is.
Look, everything's made 100% eco-fresh and cruelty. Like 100%
yeah.
cruelty. Lesser beings were harmed in the production of this film.
Oh gosh. You know,
And
that doesn't even surprise me at this point.
Raphael greets you all and apologizes for the rooms that you were put into and says that he has no idea why the hand would see fit to place his retinue into servants' quarters when they deserved guest quarters, and he hopes you all enjoy your proper rooms proper of your station.
A bed is a bed.
So something I did forget about until he brought this up is that there's something weird about all of these servers. Not all of them, but a good portion of these butlers. They're not actually human. Some would argue that they're not even alive.
Oh.
Give me a second.
Just out of here. What the
We
fuck?
should probably also talk about the giant marble statue that's standing in this like in the corner of the room too, but that's for later.
Yeah, I'm getting there. So let's see. If you look in the chat, you will see what these servants look like.
Oh, what the fuck?
Can we say I robot?
They're
And
just automatons.
you can also see what this giant marble statue looks like. And you've noticed that it's like he has one in his room. But when you walked up into the palace, right outside of the actual palace doors, there were two of them out there. And they were, what are they, like 20 feet tall?
Yeah, they're like ridiculously tall. Like this whole palace, like the doors have like 20-foot doors in them. Like this palace is ridiculous. It's like so high fantasy, and I imagine the marble statue staring at them and following them with its eyes as they enter the room.
Right. So these specific ones, the one in Raphael's room stands about 10 feet tall. The ones outside of the palace are about 20. And yes,
Raphael's not even going to mention them to you. He just thinks they're the most normal things in the world for him. He forgets that you people have no idea what these are.
yeah, so like everywhere you go, you just see these giant marble statues just like following you. And these clockwork butlers are called clockwork butlers, by the way. Like they actually they talk and hold conversations with you. Like they're fully function automatons.
Yeah, Yeet's just like nose to nose with this fucking statue staring it down. Like,
oh, Raphael is going to tell, immediately notice this and tell Yeet that it's been so long since we made these, but he's going to tell Yeet I highly recommend you. Aren't they? What do we call them?
So they're just
guardians. Or
yeah,
something?
they're guardians. They're military automatons.
Yeah, he's going to tell Yeet that he highly recommends he step away from the guardian. For no one has deceived a way to kill them yet, and they act without feeling and remorse for anyone who does harm to the Volandicus family. And then he notes to the rest of the party, that's the reason we've stayed in power.
Yeah, these things are pretty shiggy-diggy.
Yes, they're far too small for an army, but to put down a revolt or a pretender, they're perfect for it. And then he points to the Clockwork Butlers, and he's like, "Oh, these are just the relatively new, but automatons that the merchants have created, and they're wonderful servants. They never need to take breaks, and they don't have that smell that some of the never mind. They're wonderful. I can have some sent to your rooms to attend to you if you'd like."
No.
Yes, dude.
I would much rather tend to myself, but thank you for the offer.
Mushu's gonna take him up on that offer. After sleeping on the ground and being through all this, it'd be nice to be pampered.
Yeah, so you do notice with your time within this palace, as short as it has been already, that yes, there is not only is there running water, but there is cold and hot running water. And you notice that even though it's a nice summer day out, it's a very temperate area, pretty humid. We'll say it's in the mid 80s today with 60% humidity. So it's a pretty nice day out. As you're walking through the castle, everywhere that you go is actually pretty cool.
You got AC?
Of course. Just wait till you hear how all this shit is made. It's great.
I feel like that's I feel like great is not really the way to put it.
I want to point out. This place isn't the good guys.
Can confirm. Yeah, so Raphael, did you end up telling them about your...
This is where he tells them now that after the ceremony, he is returning to the kin oligarchy to rule, and that he met with the precursors, and that's what they told him to do, and all that stuff. And he does not know where the fight for Axios next will lead, but he will give whatever help and resources he can to aid the party.
Okay, perfect. So as you're having this conversation, a sharp knocking comes on your door.
Raphael's going to have a servant open the door for him.
So the hand of the king is there, and he looks around the room and goes, finally. Emperor Aurelian von Valenicus now wants to see Raphael's entourage. Raphael, please feel free to continue what you are doing. He's already had his meeting with you.
Raphael, as you guys, I imagine you guys are turning and leaving, right?
Very
Something like
rarely.
that, yeah.
Very rarely, based on how we've been treated so far.
Yeah. As you guys are leaving, Raphael, you see, do any of you look back?
Yes, I
Mushu
look back.
does.
Yeah, you see Raphael's towel drop, and he whistles, and he hops in the bed with several women.
Oh my gosh.
Of course,
Oh, that's a mental image I did not need to see.
He was in a towel, and he is having his bachelor party as we speak. He's getting married tomorrow, right?
Sometime in the near future.
Yeah, he's busy.
All right, so with that,
He's saying goodbye to his favorite women of the court.
So with that, the hand of the it's the hand of the emperor, not the hand of the king. The hand of the
Yeah,
emperor
hand of the emperor.
starts
Yeah.
walking away with the group, and he goes, "Even for second-class citizens, you are inappropriately dressed to see the emperor." And he like takes you into this closet, and it's just like a lot finer clothing in there. And he goes, "Feel free to keep your weapons. Not like you could do any damage to the emperor if you tried."
This guy's a dick.
Yes.
Yeah.
So everybody, like, you all get changed into whichever clothes fit you, how you want to look, into your court friendly, because like you're at this point you're representing Raphael's, like you should look proper. As he walks up,
All right, he puts on a tuxedo T-shirt.
classic.
It's all
So
that fit.
I imagine there were a
Gonna
bunch
light
of
it up.
servants in there.
Mushu's
to,
gonna
like-
light it on fire because he wanted that shirt.
I imagine Raphael, like there's a bunch of servants in there, like who will tailor the clothes to fit the people.
yeah, there's a
Like,
bunch of
this
dolls
is-
in there that like are really quick to make everything fit.
Isn't that what we call the robot butlers? Dolls?
Yes.
Yeah, that's horrifying. I hate that name. I'm
Me
glad we
too.
picked it.
Same.
Not a-
Yeah,
not a
they're, like
fan.
who are just fixing the clothes, matching them to your size, basically making your dream outfit.
Oh, these ones are called Annabelles.
There's different variants. They don't all look the same.
Right.
Yeah, that's why these ones are called Annabelles, not just dolls.
Anyways, so everybody gets dressed, and you walk up. So you're back near the main entrance of the keep, and you see these large, 20-foot doors. And the hand of the emperor stops short, and he goes, "Now, etiquette, even second-class citizens as yourselves should know this. When you stand in front of the emperor, you are to bow deeply at the waist. Stand up. Look at the emperor when you're talking to him, and he's talking to you." And he turns and knocks on the door, opens. And as he opens the door and everybody walks in, you all walk up, and you see this man sitting on a throne. And let's see if I can get a good description for you. As you look at him, he has a crown on his head, long, well-kept gray hair, a gray beard, and just pompous gold and blue robes. And he's holding a staff in his hand that comes up into a globe with a point on the top of it. Look in the chat, I just sent a picture of what Emperor Aurelian von Valenicus looks like. As the hand of the emperor takes his place on the right-hand side of the emperor, you all take your places, and you see that Maximus is right there with you. And the hand announces you. Emperor von Valenicus, standing before you is Raphael's entourage, Prince Raphael's entourage. Circle Jerk Madness.
I just want to point out that's like such a fucking when your custom character appears in the cutscene moment.
It really is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking terrible. Oh well, it is what it is. So, and like he like gestures for you guys to bow when you're introduced. Do you guys bow? Does anybody bow?
Brittany Bow, she is used to being in a royal court, so she kind of knows like what to do and what not to do. So she complies.
Brazier completely ignores it.
Kaz will bow. I don't think he does a very good bow because he's like he just learned this a second ago and has never done this before.
Yeah,
But
he kind of sees them doing it and just kind of clumsily leans over and shrugs. I don't know.
yeah,
The general would bow, and he would also be dressed in what he would normally be dressed in, and when he's in such a place.
Okay.
Little rebel.
Mushu does a half bow.
Aurelian speaks up. There's always one. Welcome to the United Human Empire. We welcome you with open arms, as my son has said great things about you. While you are here, you will be treated well. Feel free to go to the different markets, shop around, spend your gold. But know this, even bearing the mark of the Von Valenicus family that my youngest gave me, or my youngest gave you, you will get weird looks, and you will be treated better than others of your kind. But I will not stop them on how they choose to treat you, as we have our own religious doctrine that we have to follow in these ways. What's Maximus doing during this, Zach?
Maximus is probably doing what he's supposed to in a court function like this. Sitting next to his father and like just eyeing everyone in court, just trying to gauge their reactions to Raphael's retinue. And I'm sure he has allies and friends in the court and like all the court politics of the situation. I imagine it's very Game of Thrones in here. And he knows who his allies in the court are, and his mother, who has always favored him, and he's kind of just gauging everyone who matters opinion on what's happening here.
So right now, the only people that are in there, like it's an empty court. It's Aurelian, Maximus, the Hand of the Emperor, and Circle Jerk Madness.
Then he's looking at Circle Jerk Madness to gauge their reaction and how they handle court.
Okay. While you are within my empire, you are not humans. Do not try to act as humans would. That is my word. Do not embarrass myself, my family, or my son. My foolish kid, Maximus, will be your official guide around the United Human Empire, as Raphael is going to be busy preparing for his wedding. If Maximus tells you to do something, you do it. And it's during this time that a woman bursts into the throne room. And by the looks of her, she's a peasant. Her clothes are raggedy and in pieces. Her face is dirty. Her hands are dirty in themselves. Looks like she really hasn't bathed in a while. It's a stark difference compared to what you've seen so far on this journey within Rolinena. And she's like, she's hysterical. She's crying. Streaks going down her face, leaving the marks where it's clearing the dirt away. And two soldiers, two palace guards, these ones are human. They rush after her carrying pikes and grab her by the arms. And one looks up to Aurelian and he bows deeply. He's saying this while he's still bowed. My liege, I'm sorry she just burst in. We couldn't stop her in time. Aurelian responds. He kind of like waves his hand at the soldiers. Step back. Rise, woman. What do you need? What is so important that you come here bursting into my throne room? His temperament is like really even throughout all of this. Like you get the hint that he might be slightly annoyed, but like his voice and how his posture doesn't show it at all. He's very accustomed to his place on the throne. And still crying hysterically. My liege, my son, it's my son. I can't believe my son. Spit it out. What about your son? He disappeared. I don't understand. He was part of he was part of your army, and he was like he was part of the guard for the city guard, and you sent him away to some other village, and he never came back. He should have been back by now. Where is everybody? Guards, take her out, give her a nice bath. She is a grieving mother. The guards help her up, take her out. He looks at his hand. Those guards never came back. How many were there again? There were 10, my liege. Yes, 10. We will give each family 40 gold for their soldiers not coming back from a mission we sent them out on. Yes, my liege, of course. And he starts writing it down on a little ledger. He looks back up at the group. You say that you are friends of Raphael and friends of this kingdom. Why don't you prove it? And that's where we're going to end the session tonight.
Oh, that's fucked up.
That's a good Star Trek ending.
What do you guys think of the fucking the Landicus household?
Honestly, exactly as I imagined.
Yeah, very douchey, very racist. Do not recommend.
Okay.
So with all of this information, I hope everybody has a wonderful 2 weeks until our next session. Hopefully everybody enjoyed tonight. Until next time.